Welcome back. Let's go into this gunsmithy and see who Uto is. Uto or Yuto? Might be Yuto. That's locked. Wait, it says easy? No lockpicks acquired. Oh.
Captain, aye.
I don't think you can. Oh, you
My
can.
fingers be swapped and sparkling.
You can steal this stuff. Oh, it's a gun. Exceptional blunderbuss. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Alright, Uto, are you ready? To buy stuff.
I don't be supposing we kid.
Unlock that first. Oh, I
I don't be
can't.
supposing
Wow.
we kid.
13! Oh, okay. That's a tough lock. Alright.
Captain, done and done.
Let's talk to Yuto. The man greets you with arms crossed over his chest. He has a massive scar tissue where his left eye would be, and his hands are knotted with bulging tendons. You look like a snake.
Looking for a pistol or an arquebus? Rawatai makes the finest guns in Aora, and I make the finest guns in Rawatai.
So you are saying basically you are the best of the best, huh? So modest. What makes your guns so special?
Craftsmanship.
Okay.
If you ask my superiors at Imperial Command, they'll tell you our main exports are saltpeter and metal. Those are just things. They're prized because of what we do with them.
He reaches under the counter and presents a blunderbuss, holding it out for your inspection with his ever steady hands. It's a high quality piece.
Rawataian industry is a...
Okay. Look at that price. I can buy 2 ships with this price. What the fuck? Oh my god, it has a legendary quality. Damage 3445. Whoa. Yeah, I think this is well worth the price. 13 pen. It has negative attributes though. 60 damage accuracy. See, that's I don't get. Why even include this? Just write 10 accuracy, right? Why does it matter? Grants Dragon Breath. Gives you a skill. %10% chance for wielder to suffer 10 burn damage on launching attack. Plus 25% damage is burn. That's nasty. Some kind of rune lock. Who did I used to talk to him? Yeah, anyway. Cordeo's Trophy. That's a pistol. Pretty good one too. And good damage. Very expensive. Okay, so... $811. 6.9. Full on cannon shots and everything here. I want to replace my cannons, but not these ones. Okay, well, but I can't open that chest. I'm pretty sure there is probably some expensive gun or something in there.
I've been dreaming about a priest that died, then rose again. What do you think that means? I see him walking Aora. Nothing but bones, lit by the flames of his soul.
Interesting.
You
Doesn't,
want to see our walls, our cannons, our powder house.
the map
You
doesn't
must
denote
think I'm
anything.
an idiot.
Ak, you got one thing right.
Go in there. Oh, it takes you up the stairs. Wait a minute, what is this? Oh, that's the way to the gullet. Just check if there's something to loot here. There isn't. Oh, come on. Only the bird came here. Okay. So we checked that out, all of it. Didn't check these though. But never mind, let's go into the Imperial Command. That looks like a mortar type.
Green islands and blue skies.
The locals don't know how good they have it.
Why does your Ranga carve his name into a rock?
The Ranga Nui, and it's a commemoration to show what he built.
Oh. Then did your Reparo also write their names on other stones?
I've got it.
Fought to victory, Ramatine!
Scared
Triumph
me.
over your foes! Storm shall never bend your backs, nor battles all mighty people, or Ramatine! To many lands you spread. Heed the call of the Raganui. His
Okay.
voice shall
Goodbye.
fill your sails.
You yelling. I don't like it. Ah, shit.
My fingers be fat and furry, but
Apparently there is an upper floor I can sneak in, but it requires 15
I'll be
lock
supposing
picking.
we kid,
Mechanics 9. What is my mechanics? Wait a minute, I don't see it in here. Summary. Wait, why? Fuck. Oh. Mechanics. Total of... What is the total? Ugh, I don't know. I hate it that I can't see it. Okay, let's go in here. Imperial Command. What the hell? And a coral. Guards. Oh, that's. I think this is the where those two barrels and were barrel and the crate or something.
Did Kana ever get to meet Ishi?
Briefly. It didn't go well.
Really? Always seemed
Wait, what
agreeable.
was that? Rolls wind. Give some morale. A hat.
Oh, you weren't there for the White Flood.
White flood. You gave color to a flood. Good job. Well done.
Yeah.
Just a guard.
what for? A light's
Please
foot?
heal stuff.
You know it, Captain? Aye.
Did you see those awful verses by the kitchen?
They weren't that bad.
Don't know if I can steal stuff from here though.
Rhyming
Nothing special in
Hazanui
there.
with kablooey?
I can't think of anything else that goes with Hazanui.
Alright,
Me
cool.
neither. That's why I leave epics to the lore college.
Kablooey.
Criticism is easier than creation.
Whoa! He wasn't following us. Some rum and olive. I don't think I can steal this.
One of my eyes be
Like for instance... Oh, I can, maybe. Nope. Not fast enough.
Aye, aye.
It just looks funny. This looks funny. Jailer. This is the jail of sorts. Or maybe not. Doesn't look like a jail though.
I've got it.
Aha! Another coral. We found Atsura. The man behind the desk regards you with attentive, unblinking eyes and a perfectly open expression. His mouth features make it hard to pinpoint his age. His mouth features make it hard to pinpoint his age. Though the crinkles at the corners of his eyes suggest he's not especially young. He looks like a young snake. He cocks his head, taking your measure. He pauses before speaking, just a little longer than seems normal. When he finally does, he crosses his forearms over his chest and gives you a slow, exquisitely courteous nod. The whole gesture is so perfectly choreographed that it seems that he must have practiced it many times.
Watcher Nui, the Lord of Cadnua.
No, Punchbag Nui. He gives you a sleek half smile that reveals a row of perfect pointed teeth. In his careful state and the pause before he speaks, you recognize that he's studying you.
I'm not one for ostentation, but your remarkable display at Queen's birth suggests that you are an individual with skills, not mere style.
Kind of you to say.
Few with abilities like yours would be so humble about them.
His eyes shine with interest. He blinks, perhaps for the first time ever since your conversation began.
I am Atsura, Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company.
Sounds like a significant title, but he's strangely emotionless. He might as well be describing the color of his clothing. For a trading company, you have got a very commanding presence in Neketaka.
And why not? Thousands of years ago, our people came from the archipelago. By one reckoning, we have as much claim on these islands as the Huana.
He shrugs and waves a hand in the manner of someone politely dismissing a compliment.
But our purpose here is trade.
He gives you that unusually placid smile again.
While our homeland is rich in saltpeter, the violent climate and rocky soils make it a poor source for most other basic staples.
I always thought it's saltpeter, not saltpeter. Basically, you read it like a name, Peter. Odd.
It's my business to look after the mainland's interests here.
He spreads his hand wide to include his rather plain, dim office. Who did you cross to get stuck in the basement? He chuckles, the sound as smooth as warm oil.
The Huana and the Valians decorate their latrines with gilding and coral, and the Principe cling to faded riches.
Chops one hand through the air dismissively.
Well, I have to cling to something to steal it.
I place little value in fancy trappings.
And what about Luminous Adra?
That is a Valian frivolity.
Oh, really?
Leave it to them to observe a substance that occurs nowhere else on Aora, and immediately set about pulverizing it for profit.
I guess you're right. And what would you do?
Nothing.
Really?
We know too little about Luminous Adra to understand the consequences of ripping it out.
He pauses and considers you.
Perhaps you can help me keep them from doing more harm.
Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is interesting. I definitely don't like them. Ah. Alright, what do you have in mind?
The demand for Luminous Adra has sent the Valian Trading Company into a frenzy. Their expeditions grow too bold, and their officers too greedy.
He puckers his lips, as though at the lack of discretion at a dinner party.
Worse, their rapid expansion attracts pirates and threatens the outlying Juana tribes. This risks souring the Kahanga royals against all foreign involvement. But you can curtail their growth.
This isn't about the welfare of the DEADFIRE, this is about them outpacing you.
By snapping up land we need to grow food and build ships for our people? Indeed. But our interests and DEADFIRE's are not mutually exclusive. The Valians have sent an expedition to Pococahara, a storm-wrecked island believed to house a vein of Luminous. I hear you accomplished an incredible feat in restoring the Luminous Adra near Port Majid.
Okay. So he actually disclosed the location to me.
If your abilities allow you to do that, then perhaps you are also capable of the opposite.
Meaning?
Find the Luminous Adra at Pococahara. Render it unusable to the Valians.
You think that's a good idea?
This should encourage them to develop the resources they have, rather than reaching for more.
Huh. I thought you were concerned about disturbing Luminous Adra.
Deeply.
Okay.
But if a small sacrifice here will discourage the Valians from further ventures, then it is a worthwhile risk.
What's to say I don't tell the Valians about this?
For all their faults, they don't lack imagination. I'm confident they know of our intentions.
Oh, really? Okay. So why would I help you?
Because governors like Clario are a rare breed. Most of the Valian administrators care little for the well-being of the Juana. If the Valians claim Pococahara, it is the locals who will truly suffer.
Very well.
I do not have the precise location of Pococahara, but the tribe on the nearby island of Tikawara could probably help. I suggest starting there. Now, what else can I do for you?
What exactly is the Brass Citadel? He hesitates, looking at you as if the answer is obvious.
It's a trading post, of course.
The trading post has high walls, cannons, and guard towers? Well, actually, that makes sense.
Anything worth building is worth protecting.
You seem different from the rest of the Royal DEADFIRE Company.
How do you mean that?
Come on, you know exactly what I mean. He lowers his head, watching you all the while.
Are you making advances at me?
Oh my god, no. No.
It's for the best. This would be a most inconvenient time to begin an attachment.
What if I say
How do you
something
mean
else?
that?
You're hard to read.
It comes from years of practice. It's the only way I've learned to beat Karanui at Hazatoa.
Okay. Farewell.
Ahoy.
I was hoping for much interesting dialogue there, but okay. A bit disappointed. Ooh. Oh my god. Wow. So much stuff to steal. Ah, it's pretty hard though, it looks like. Gonna come back, isn't he? Oh, this one's locked.
Fat and furry, swapped and sparkling.
Whoop. Yoink. Yoink.
I don't be spoke easy, breeze. 10 sleep.
Oh man, I stole so much stuff from this chest. All of the chests are empty. What is that? Can we friggin' read what that is, please? Come on.
I don't think I can.
Ooh. Look at that.
A light's foot and an heavy bullet, like.
Yoink? What was that? Ah, okay, it was a ruby.
I suppose I should be aye.
Guns? Those are rifles. Some papers. What did I not check? I think I checked everything except for this place. Nothing in here. It's time to go up. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I was here, of course. The jail. Right. See what's up here. Sabor me.
I've got it. Captain? Aye. One of my eyes be Aye.
Okay. A young woman with a bright white smile and eyes to match raises her hand and gives you a quick but enthusiastic wave. Then, with an exaggerated look of embarrassment, stops herself and crosses her forearms over her chest.
I always forget that part. Say, you're the Watcher of Cadnua, aren't you? I've never met anyone famous before. Except the Hazanui. She yells at me sometimes.
The grin widens impossibly. What the Hazanui yells at you?
Oh, all the time.
Why?
Where's my white leaf? Stop daydreaming. Sabor me, if you lose the ledgers again, I'll have you clean the latrines.
Well, what are you, a dimwit? Why are you losing ledgers?
All this time, I didn't realize she knew my name.
Are you always this excitable?
It's just, this is my first time away from the rough country.
What the fuck is a rough country? Oh, their homeland.
I'd heard there were thick, green forests and sandy beaches without a storm in sight, but I never imagined this.
She shakes her head in wonderment.
You must have traveled lots, seen all sorts of amazing places.
This is actually exactly my point of view. I really don't think there's like, unless it's something exotic, I don't know. I don't understand people going from town to town. Oh, look at that, look at this. Yeah, let's go. She frowns.
You must not have seen the rough country.
Don't worry, I will.
I'd love Rawatai, but it's hard to go a week without seeing storms or hearing about mudslides burying a village somewhere.
I think I know where that is. I was sailing around some places to reveal more of the fog of war off camera a bit, and I saw a giant storm blocking the way into one of the islands, and maybe that's the one. You are the quartermaster. Can you sell me something? Actually, quartermaster doesn't actually sell anything.
I really wish I could, but my supplies are for the Royal Deadfire Company and our allies. Hasn't maybe if you impress her or Atsura, they could make an exception.
Alright, bye.
Captain. Done and done.
Weirdo. What's in here? Oh, this is the hallway. For you, commoner. I think I can steal whatever is in here.
Boy, done and done. A lord's foot and an heavy book.
Unless this guy goes away. Ah, she moves out. Ah, damn it! What the hell? Alright, cool. There we go. I was hammer and a chisel, nothing more. What's in here? Hey. Look around. Well, why are you swinging at the cat? What is wrong with you? Whoops! You can't pickpocket while being observed. Oh. Right. Wait a minute.
Boy, a lord's foot and an heavy book.
Wait a minute. Can I shove myself in a corner somewhere? No. Damn it. Uh-huh. But I think I will be revealed before I reach this place. Alright. Quickly now. Quickly now. Up. Up. Up.
Boy.
That's how you do it.
Will do.
Alright. Azu... What? I can't read her name. Azanui Karu. I can't click on him. Okay. Azanui Karu paces near her desk, looking like a shark circling the shallows. She clenches a long, elegant pipe between her teeth. The smoke trailing an acrid wake behind her. That's another word I don't know. Okay. She looks up when you enter and favors you with a brief nod of acknowledgement. I think this is the result when your language is not English native and you don't actually read English books. I think if I was reading English books, this wouldn't be an issue to me, like words like acrid, for instance. You know? But oh well.
The former Lord of Cadnua, and one-time Terrifier of Harbor Masters. If dockside tales are to be believed.
He smiles briefly through the smoke.
You have not brought much good news of late.
A pensive look returns.
So, in addition to pirates, profiteers, and slavers, the Deadfire has a vengeful god roaming its waters?
Exactamo! I don't know who Skane is. That's some kind of horrifying one. Oh yeah, violent one. That's about the shape of it. Things could be worse, actually.
Tell that to my dead at Hasongo.
Well, there is many more dead than just your Hasongo. She lapses into a brief silence, puffing on her pipe. Alright.
Just what the archipelago needs. One more disaster tugging at the seams. He must be stopped.
She halts, turning to face you. You're finally able to get a good look at her. She's not especially large for an Aumaua, but she carries her shoulders high. Her weathered face looks to have seen many swarm-blown and sun-beaten days on deck, yet her eyes are sharp and keen. First I need to find him.
And then you'll need resources.
She watches you, her eyes bright with calculation.
The Valians won't lift a finger if it isn't to snatch a coin, and the Huana will barely do that much. No one takes charge to solve the big problems. But perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefit.
She takes the pipe in her left hand. As she does, you notice that her right is unusually still. Perhaps we could.
Look around. Deadfire's full of fertile, temperate islands. Except for Andra's mortar. It's largely free of rough weather. Yet much of it is uninhabited. Itinerant tribes drift between some of the islands, and smugglers and slavers cluster around the rest.
Everybody talks of slavers. So far I don't remember seeing any slaves.
It's a waste. Imagine what this place could be, with well-guarded shipping routes. How many Rowataians we could feed with plantations here.
So you are exploiting Deadfire for the sake of Raotai?
That's a naive view.
Oh, really?
One our enemies are keen to promote.
She scowls, biting down on her pipe.
Raotai's violent storms have shaped and hardened us as much as they have our homeland's rocky terrain. But it remains a difficult place to live. So, we rely on trade. And on plantations we've established here. And those developments also create a more stable, productive Deadfire.
I don't see how much different it is from other powers.
The Valian Trading Company wants to leech every last coin they can from the Deadfire, no matter the eventual cost. They're little more than thieves. The Principi are actual thieves, no matter their pretensions of nobility.
Aye, and honest about it besides. Also talented, charismatic, and spectacular betwixt the sheets.
And the Juana are happy to let them all pick away at their fractured empire. We're interested in building something here.
Alright, fine. The dialogue keeps pushing me towards the same answers. Let's go with the worthy venture, I guess.
Glad you agree.
I'm a little disappointed in that. You know, it just keeps forcing the same thing over and over.
If you're chasing the god who's stomping this place into the ground, then we have a common goal.
Sometimes the answer is in a way that if you disagree, it will stop. You won't get whatever quest it is or something, and sometimes it's a strange choice, you know?
And if you're going to survive here, then you could use an ally.
What do you have in mind?
The disaster at Hasongo remains a key concern. We rely on the port there to ship food back to Rawatai. That's on hold until you investigate. Short of that, there are other matters that demand attention. You've already spoken with Atsura. For now, I suggest you continue to work with him. I might have something for you later.
What happened to your hand? She extends her arm, holding the prosthetic between you. An exquisite piece with reinforced joints, I think. Joints in each of the fingers and a smooth sanded finish.
It happened a year into my first command. We were chasing pirates along Rawatai's south coast, and they landed a shot right next to our magazine. A lucky hit. I ran below. The fire was already spreading and making for our powder stores. I smothered what I could with my uniform, pulled the rest away with my own hands.
If you hadn't, you and your crew would probably have died.
We don't get to choose our challenges, do we? Just the way we meet them. There's a cost to every victory. And the win goes to those willing to make a sacrifice. I'll bet you already know a thing or two about that. And if you don't, DEADFIRE will teach you soon enough.
What's the game board for?
Hazatoa. Matsura and I usually have a game running. And this one's been going on for over a month and a half.
That's a lot of patience.
Atsura's good at misdirection, but I've got a mind for the long game. You look like you've come with a purpose.
Alright, farewell. What now? Clearing her throat once and then again, Maya raises her eyes to yours when you glance over.
Oh, you wanted something, Captain?
Actually, no. You were the one trying to get my attention.
What, me?
Yeah, you.
I'll go ahead and say it. You're halfway toward all right.
You are not too shabby yourself, soldier.
Oh, I know. But it's kind of you to say. Have you ever... Dumb question, but here I go anyway.
Maya folds her arms and shifts her weight from one foot to the other.
You ever gotten close to someone, even though it just wasn't... ordinary?
This first answer is hilarious. A god stepped on me once.
Yeah, that about kicks the legs out from under ordinary, doesn't it?
I just couldn't resist.
What I'm talking about is a scenario where a difference in rank can get in the way of enjoying shore leave.
Ah, you meant a twist between captain and crew. Has someone been a very bad sailor?
This is like picking oakum.
I keep joking around and she's just getting annoyed.
Just testing the direction of the wind here. Best not to overthink it.
Okay. This is very unexpected, to be honest. Are you trying to get close to me to spy for more info? The winds are calm, but they've been known to shift unexpectedly. How do you like that answer?
As winds do. I've enjoyed that sort of arrangement before. Nothing to suggest I won't enjoy it again someday.
Holy shit, this girl is coming on to me. Plants her hands on her hip and smiles to herself. Hypothetically speaking, of course. Oh, sooner rather than later, one hopes. Let's go with the first answer. Hypothetically speaking, of course. Or maybe second. If I pick second, then we'll probably know what's gonna happen. Okay, let's go with the first.
Naturally. It's all hypothetical here.
Oh, of course. Yeah, sure.
Well, I've laid out my thoughts. You must have a couple.
Oh shit, already you want an answer? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. This was too fast to actually trust her, to be honest. I don't know. Ah, screw it. I like you, Maya. Let's see where this goes.
Be a pleasure, Captain.
The edges of Maya's smooth crack with a repressed smile.
Funny thing is that Ishii can get particular about people.
Excuse me? Maya glances down at her bird, hiding a tiny smile.
And when he doesn't take to someone, neither do I.
Oh boy. This is getting weird. This is getting too weird. You're saying... Ah shit, I can't read it. I just have to laugh. Yes, you're saying that someone would have to cozy up you with your bird too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Did I say that?
I don't know what the fuck you said. Just spill it out already.
Not everyone's a bird lover. That's fine. Some days I can't stand another second of Captain Stinkfeathers. But Ishi and I are never parted for longer than a few breaths. Take that however you will.
This is getting too weird for me. Oh my god, what the fuck? I don't think I'm interested in this sort of thing. Get lost.
Say no more. I'll give you some...
Jesus! What the fuck? Okay guys, anyway, this episode has dragged for far too long. It's been past 40 minutes and it has ended in a weird note. So, I hope you enjoyed. Join me in the next one and take care.